Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is Craig here? Okay. Well, we have a lot of C of A's to do today. I do not think without Craig, I know that 820 Warren was trying to get on the agenda, but I did not get an application.
Okay.
Let me just make sure we have a quorum.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, wait.
Oh, we do. 1, 2, 3. We have four members. Okay. I see John.
I
Paul,
see
Linda.
there is one. Okay, great. I do have 702, 704 Columbia.
That one is on the agenda, you said, the 702, 704?
It is, yeah, we just got the application. I don't think it'll be a problem. Craig, do you have anything from 820 Warren? We heard about 820 Warren also.
I do, but I didn't get it till late.
Okay.
And there's like 3, I got a total of 4 applications that came in after last meeting, which is ultimately going to be for April. So I talked to Phil, and it's just, if you review one, you're going to have to review them all, in my opinion. So they're all going to have to wait till the next meeting for new applications.
Okay.
Should I just advise the owner then that she has to wait until April? I'll do it via text.
Just do that, yeah.
Okay.
You can, but I already told her, 'cause like I said, there was like a few others. So, and it was after, it was after the deadline, so I couldn't get it processed quick enough.
Okay.
You did send me 702 Columbia. Do you want me to do that one or no?
Well, 702 Columbia, that was an email mistake. I emailed it, it got rejected back. That is additional information that the HPC requested from the last meeting.
I see, for our C of A.
Yeah, that's a continuing review. I think you're still reviewing that one.
Okay.
We can put that on.
We can put that on the agenda? All right,
Yep.
great.
The second meeting is for the continued reviews and sign permits.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right. So what we're going to do is the C of A's, and then we're going to do 702 Columbia, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to call the meeting to order. And first, we're going to review the minutes from last time. Does everybody have the minutes I sent out this morning?
Yes.
Great. Why don't we look at those?
John, did you want me to put them up on the screen?
Sure, why not? That'd be
Would you
great.
mind,
Can you present?
They're long, so it'll take some time to scroll through, but yes, give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay. If you slow it down a bit.
A little bit slower, although it's great.
Could you just hold it there for 1 second, please? Okay. I'm fine.
No. Oh, no, you want to sit on me? Here.
Okay.
Yep.
Any questions on these? Do you have a motion to approve them?
I make a motion.
Paul?
I'll second.
Jeremy, on favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, so then we go to the certificates of appropriateness. And the first is 531 Warren Street. Do we have anyone here from 531 Warren? Okay, great. Well, we'll just approve it anyway. I have a motion to approve the certificate of appropriateness as drafted by the city attorney. Thank you for bringing it up. Let's ask if you're not actively speaking that whether you're on the commission or the audience, if you would be on mute would be great. And do I have a motion to approve what do I do? We approve this, right? Pardon me. It's been a while.
That the,
Yes, motion.
All right. Thank you, Paul. And second?
Second.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
aye.
All right. The next is 522 Union. No one's here. That's fine. Do I have can we pull up 522 Union? Thank you, Victoria. I don't think there's anything specific about this. Do I have a motion to approve it?
I'll make that motion.
Hugh and then Jeremy. Okay, great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is 109 Union. All right. This is the Cedar siding. Do I have a motion to approve it?
Approve.
Hugh,
I'll second.
Jeremy, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Next is 30 Union.
Yes, John Connor's here.
Hi, John. Great. We'll get this to you, I think.
Thanks.
All right. Motion to approve it.
Make that motion.
Paul and Jeremy, all in favor?
Aye.
Great.
Thank you. I'll see you next meeting to discuss
All right.
the rest structure.
All
Thanks so
right.
much.
Phil will have to sign it and then they'll get it to you. But that
Great.
can be prompt.
Thank you
All right.
much. Thank you.
Next, I have 529 Warren.
Samantha's here.
Great. Those appropriate size masonry openings, blah, 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 blah. There's the contingency. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Or let's just say that Miranda and Paul motioned and seconded. Okay, great. And then 439 Union.
So I have it as 4:30. Is it 4:39?
Oh, I could have mistyped this.
Oh,
I probably mistyped it. I was taking it directly from you, so I'll just change the agenda to 4:30.
I believe it was supposed to be 4:30.
Okay, great. Okay, so 4:30 Union.
I make that motion.
Paul, second.
I'll
Second by
second.
Jeremy, all in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, we've got some background noise. For us, maybe that's you. Great, thank you all. The last is 441 Warren. Okay. Motion? Jeremy and Miranda, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Just to jump in, this is Chris Bellingham for 441 Union. The application there had the wrong address on it, the approval.
Okay, well, oh, it didn't have 441 Union?
No, sir.
I mean, 441 Warren?
It's 441 Warren.
Oh, okay. Victoria?
So which address should be 441 Warren?
For Madeline Hung and Hugo Van Buren is 441 Warren Street.
Okay, I'll make that change.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have 702 Columbia Street. Do we have anyone from 702 Columbia? That's you, Samantha? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sent some additional documentation. Can you present? Will you present it or you want someone else to do it?
No, I can present.
Okay, great.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
So at the last meeting, it was requested that historical pictures be submitted. So I have them here as well. Here's the 702, 704 in this photo, and 702, 704 in this photo.
Samantha, are they of a quality that can be zoomed in on and enlarged?
I can zoom in, yes. I might be able to.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's really helpful.
I'm not sure what was going on in the park that day, but
It looks like a cannon in there.
it looks like maybe it's a metal collection or something.
So
Can we
I think
enlarge?
these are from different, I think so these photos are from different eras, right? Like one, it looks like it has an overhanging porch.
Yep.
And the other, it looks like it has reset. It doesn't look like it's overhanging here.
Looks
No,
like the
but it
porch is
almost
off.
looks like there could be a awning that comes out here.
Yeah. But those are plate windows. It's interesting. I got a text that this is scrap metal during wartime. But look at that cannon that's in there.
Yeah.
All right.
John, I just texted another image. It's a storefront with an awning hanging off of it, though.
Can you pull that up? It's
I'm sorry,
none of the ones we're looking?
I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, actually, these
I mean,
are.
there are other photos too.
Yeah, but
that I
these are probably the better ones.
Okay.
Can you zoom in on the bottom one? I just wanted to see like the corners of the stores and all the things we were discussing last time. See if we can.
That's as far as I can go on that one. Excuse me. You can actually see that it looks like they had boarded up the windows back then as well.
Wow. Okay. This is like, that's a horse-drawn thing there, right? So this is 19th century.
I can zoom in. I can go to the other photos I have too.
Wait, this is also, if you look at this photo.
The bottom one?
This is also extended from the building, right?
You mean the porch on the front? You mean?
Yeah, it's a porch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the awning comes off the porch. Samantha, are there more you can show us?
Yes. Some of them aren't.
Yeah, show the drawing. That's really good. We don't
Fortunately,
really
that's
see
as
this.
close as I
We don't
can.
see this many photos often. It's historical stuff often.
And this is the building right here.
Storefront, super interesting for 1907.
Great, thanks. Hey, Jeremy. Good, how you doing?
I mean, so that's great to look at. And what's in the lower
And
left?
this one's a little bit harder to see. But
Yeah, there's the awning again, there's the porch.
yeah. And then got these ones.
Oh, that's good. We see the
Here's
on.
the
Wow.
building again.
You see the cornice wrapping around too on that corner edge.
Mhm.
And then here's
Right.
Doorway on the right.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doorway, or there is?
There's a
There
covered
is.
entrance.
Uh-huh. There it is. It's that double door. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does look at that one just one more time, the previous one, because
Yep.
it does look like the window wraps around the side. I just want to see if that's true.
The top or the bottom? Oh, I can zoom in.
Bottom is good, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like there's a window on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
There.
All right.
Here's another one.
Double awnings. That looks great.
And shutters.
Mm-hmm.
And the door moved into the center axis.
Well, I think most of
No,
them
I think the other ones
were
had.
in the center.
This has 3 doors. You know what's interesting is this. It seems that this has 3 doors also, which is what's being proposed by the applicant, right?
Right, yeah.
So this is good. This is good evidence for that proposal.
So Miranda, you think the doors are still there? The awnings are making it feel like it's been.
Yeah, I think there was always a door in the center, and then there were doors into the stores on either side.
Yeah.
And then here's the bottom photo. The
So
building.
cool. And a machine gun.
And again,
And that photo doesn't show the windows boarded up at top.
Mm-hmm.
No, or the shutters on the side.
No.
What year is that postcard? 1940.
1940.
where did you get these wonderful?
Yeah, they're
photos?
so good. Where did you
I
get them, Samantha?
believe we got them from Carol. Last name slips my mind.
We know. Good. As always, saving the day. All right, I would say, can you pull up, my request would be for you to pull up what you're proposing again on the facade?
Yep. That's just the survey again. This is the proposed site. That hasn't changed. I did add the second floor deck just to show this top deck because there was questions last week on the configuration of it. But I also have a 3D model at the end, which will really show what we're trying to do.
Right.
So here is the front elevation. And we had took into consideration your recommendations on the storefront. So we removed the planters and we added a little kind of design under the window, wood design, excuse me. And then we decided to do, based on the historical photos and other storefronts in the historic district, to change the windows and move the mullions to these type windows in the front. And then we also looked into restoring the windows that are on the second and third floor, but the construction of them is very poor. So we had talked to Marvin Marvin windows, and they're able to make windows exactly the same with the same size mullions as the originals. And I had sent that spec to you guys as well. And we're still proposing the 3 doors in the front, the 2 that are existing, the middle to match the existing. And the right side is to restore the doors that are already there. And then the left side doors will be the doors in the rear, which is this photo right here.
Cool.
I think it looks great.
I think you've improved. I already thought the facade looked great, but I think you've even improved from what we saw, and the historical context is very helpful to me. Does anyone else want to comment on the facade? So I think it's safe to say that we would approve this. So, but you can you want to look at the rear too, right?
Yeah, we made some other changes too on the other elevations. So
I'm sorry,
this is
Samantha, were
Yeah.
these submitted to the board, these updated renderings?
yes.
Okay,
I think they just came across this morning.
okay. I just want to make sure we have them so we can reference them. Thank you.
Yep. I sent them electronically, and I also gave Craig hard copies.
I think we're good.
So last meeting we had that windows over here kind of matching the front storefront windows, but we decided to use this existing opening and add windows to the existing opening and expand it a little more to add the 3 windows to match 3 windows that are already on the 2nd and 3rd floor.
Great. Any comments on this, on that change?
And before it was aligned to the right further, was it?
Yeah,
is
it
that
was
where
more
before?
more over here.
Yeah, okay.
So now it's just in the same location here. It's just expanded a little bit to accommodate the 3.
I would just say that was not based on anything we said, right? Because I did not find that corner window offensive. It looks, and Miranda just pointed out that looks like there's historical precedent for it. Are you just doing it?
I think there might have been a comment that it didn't really look appropriate.
What would you prefer? What do you think the client would prefer? Does anybody here think that corner window is not appropriate, especially since Miranda pointed that one out that was probably extant on the other side?
I don't. I mean, I like the solution they have here. It looks nice with the proportions look nice, but
Yeah, I think Samantha, either is fine, but if this is what you want to go with, I think it's fine.
But if the client wants to.
If the client prefers that corner, I don't think we'd have a
Okay.
problem.
I'll bring that information back to the client.
Okay.
Let them know. Thank you. So this is the rear elevation. Nothing has really changed in the back other than we changed the top guardrails to match the second. Before it was solid. So now we just match the top railing to the second floor. And then,
Are these wooden railings?
yes. Yes, they are wood. And then on the right side, again, nothing has changed here. Plan-wise, we would also, it was recommended that all the windows that are original be restored. But like I said before, they're not in the greatest condition construction-wise, and it's just a hodgepodge of windows. So we would like to replace all the windows with the Marvin with the same size, mullions.
Okay.
And then again, these are just close-ups of the front doors that are existing.
Is that is there a 3D rendering like you mentioned?
Yeah.
One? Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I think that was the most confusing part for us.
Go right to that one. So here's the 3D. So these are the greenhouse windows. that go up and then they slant. So I think what was confusing was the plan of the
Mhm.
existing brick wall, and it's flush with the proposed greenhouse
Mhm.
windows, and then it slopes up towards the top deck. So it cuts into the brick building there. So the deck is more kind of like T-shaped,
Yeah.
if you will.
So the deck does not extend out over the transom windows. It's back.
Correct.
That's what we
Correct.
can see.
That's
This is extremely helpful to see.
Oh, this is very helpful.
Are there any comments on this, on the massing or the appropriateness of this proposal?
I like it. I think it looks terrific.
Yeah, it has a
Good.
more modern feel, but it's
Yeah.
very consistent with
Uh-huh.
this, with the proportions. I think it's really beautiful.
Jeremy or Hugh?
I agree. I think the only issue I have is with those windows at the bottom, but I mean,
When
yeah,
windows-
bottom,
what
bottom
windows?
left, on the bottom left.
these ones,
Yeah.
With the transom?
Yes. But that's not a sticking point, really.
I mean, it's got it's got a more contemporary feel, but
Mhm.
it's the rear of the building. Yes, it's highly visible, but the rest of it seems to me that the rest of this, the front is so sensitive and appropriate
Mhm.
that this is different, but
Yeah.
perhaps appropriate.
I love the juxtaposition of the whole thing. I think
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing. I guess what I didn't get from last time was are you proposing the fencing around the perimeter of the rear yard? Is this
yeah,
part of
so,
because I
yep,
didn't think
so
we
I have
saw
those
that.
elevations too, showing the fence in the elevation.
Are there any more comments on this rendering before we go to that?
No.
Okay.
So here's the rear and the fence in the front. So the front is going to be, this side is going to be brick and wood fence. So brick at the bottom and wood, I believe tongue and groove
Mhm.
panels at the top. And then this is the dumpster fence, which is obviously no wood at the bottom, just straight wood
Yeah.
paneling down.
Okay. And that's it on the
Here's
side.
the right elevation. Right elevation will have brick on the bottom and a metal fence on top.
Are
Same
those
look,
doors
except
there?
it's
Are
the
there-
metal.
Those transom, the windows with the transoms, are they doors or are they windows?
I believe they're doors. I'm going to leave that to Kylie to confirm.
They're windows. They are picture windows,
Mhm.
but if they're at the same height as the single door at the rear elevation, that's going to be a small space, and they wanted to let in as much light as possible.
I mean, my comments are the same. It's appropriate even though it's contemporary. So, all right. Any other comments on this? Yes, please.
I do have a question about the metal fencing on this side, since all the railings and the rest of the fence is wood. Is there a reason why you decided to put metal on just this one face?
The metal's on both of the sides. So the metal's going to be on 7th Street and on the right side. The wood is only on the rear face.
Okay.
And what was the rationale for that, just so we understand?
Kylie, would you know?
The client would prefer a more open feel on the sides. There's going to be, it's going to be potentially outdoor seating. And she likes the view down the 7th Street side. There's more historical buildings and context on that side of the building. And then on the train track side, she really likes the train tracks and the history of all of that as well. So on the residential courtyard side, she'd like to be able to see what's going on with the train tracks.
So really framing the view by having metal on one side and wood on the other.
Yep. And then the reason there's wood at the back as we're doing that proposed parking. And if people are parking their cars there or walking down the alley, she doesn't necessarily want people to be able to see into the residential space. Obviously, we don't want anyone to see the dumpster. So then that'll be less transparent. You won't be able to see through that.
That makes sense. And you said the bottom was brick, and are you looking to treat the brick the same as the rest of the building, or will that be standard brick and the rest will be painted brick?
That will also be painted.
They're both painted. Like the original's also painted.
Right. I was just saying, is the new going to be painted, or is it going to be actual just the color of brick?
No, it's going to be painted. And then the brick fence will be painted either a same color or within the same color scheme.
Got it. I'm good with this. I think this looks great.
Agree. Anyone, any other comments? Oh, I do see Ronald, your hand was up. I don't know if that's intentional. Do you want to speak?
My question is, was it ever the intention of the commission to schedule a public hearing on this item?
We did talk about that in the last meeting, and we decided we couldn't do it until we had a complete application.
But will there be a public hearing?
So that's something we should discuss now.
Does anyone want to propose we have a public hearing?
I think the facade of the building is so faithfully done with the historic pictures. It is a prominent building.
It's a really prominent, listen, it's a very prominent building, and we have done public hearings for less transformation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to recommend, I'm allowed to propose it just because I'm the chair, right, Victoria?
That's right.
Yes, and in fact, the public hearing is generally required for something more than a minor change.
Yeah, this is pretty meaningful transformation, and though I think it will be well received, I think it's worth doing it. So I'll propose a public hearing. I'll propose not to waive the public hearing. And does anyone second my proposal?
I'll second.
Great, so then we're gonna have a public hearing. Wait, no, we have to vote on that. Can all in favor of not waiving it?
Aye.
Victoria, I see you grimacing. And then so let's do a public hearing and let's schedule it for, we'll let Phil confirm, but we should schedule it for either, there is already a public hearing scheduled for the next one. Maybe we'll schedule it for the following.
Yeah, there's one for the next meeting, a big one.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Samantha, it just is meaningful, but I think you've done such a great job that although it involves some level of delay, so your client will just have to understand that. So the public hearing won't be 2 weeks from today, it'll be 4 weeks from today.
Okay.
It'll be April 22nd.
And we'll get that info to Phil.
It'll
be at 10 a.m. It'll be the first thing we do.
Okay. Do we still need to come to the meetings between now and then?
No, you do not.
Okay.
No.
All right, that's great. Well, thank you for making this so much clearer, and thank you for this historical photos. It makes a huge difference in our appreciation of what you're trying to accomplish.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks to the building owner. It's going to be a great project for Hudson, I'm sure. Thanks, Ronald, for bringing that up. Ronald, you have another question? Guess not. With that, do I have a motion to adjourn? There's no more business.
I make that motion.
I'll second.
Paul and Jeremy, thank you all. Have a wonderful weekend. This was great. Bye now.
You too, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day, John.